What's up? This is the first, well, this is the second episode, but it's actually the first episode is going to actually feature a game on my association series with the fantasy draft. You can see this is the first time I actually seen the ratings I came up with as far as from a team. Man, I got the number 4 overall team, top defense, not very good on offense. But if you consider I did that with the 13th pick, I think I did all right. This is the team we're going against. You see Kyrie Irving, Trevor Ariza. That's Ivan Johnson getting off the bus. That's not a prison bus, even though I know that's where he looked like he just came from. But that's not. That was actually the team bus. So that wasn't the bus that just came from the maximum security prison in Potomac or nothing. That wasn't where that was. So I'm going to show you the starting 5 for the teams I'm playing against, because it was a fantasy draft and you probably don't know who, obviously you don't know who it is. Ivan Johnson's in the middle. Don't ask him no questions. And the forwards are MKG and Danny Granger. So they're a little small because Danny Granger playing the power forward. My starting 5, Michael Conley, Thabo, Tyson Chandler in the middle. And we got the forwards is Paul Pierce and Blake Griffin. I think, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Starting off, I'm not feeling good right now. That was horrible defense. Paul Pierce, can you take a charge? Step over. I know I messed up. I got caught in between switching Pierce and Blake Griffin. That was ridiculous. But Danny Granger's on Blake Griffin. This ain't going to work out for Danny. No. That's an easy bucket for Blake. Under the basket. One hand scoop. You know how Blake do around the basket. But they come back and they like, okay, you're gonna do that to him, Blake. He can take you off the dribble. Goes to the basket, left hand layup. Blake Griffin looking very silly in the lane on defense. It's okay. But let me explain something to you about Paul Pierce. He was on fire. Then they send the double team to stop Blake Griffin. Michael Conley from 3, pie out, hit you in the head. Look at that. You gotta create out the double team. Blake Griffin really getting some nice assist opportunities. Look at him again. He's trying to back down. They send the double again. Paul Pierce acting a complete fool out here. You understand? Earl, this is still the first quarter. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Still the first quarter. Point at somebody over there. And it's you know what? I'm just going to tell you, it's Paul Pierce time. Paul Pierce from 3 from the wing. No. Pulls it in. Pull back jump shot. Paul Pierce again. Step back. Kiss myself. On the trailer. I'm going to pull up from here. Whack him. Paul Pierce again in the corner. Blake Griffin with a man in his face. It doesn't matter. Soft. Buttery. In the basket. Going to the basket. Kyrie Irving. Did you just see that? He just went straight through my man on defense. Now this right here, this shouldn't happen when the computer's doing. Look at this. Jigga what? Jigga who? Did he just do a no-look underhand pass and then he windmilled it down? That's unruly. But you know what though? We got your back. Paul Pierce is acting. Didn't I tell you? He ain't acting right. They double team and try to get the ball out of his hands. Come back and find him. Joe Green sent me a little screen for the 3. Whack it. Breaking them off. At the end of one quarter, we are up by 6, 27-21. Paul Pierce really deserves a lot of credit for that, but we still need to do something about this defense. Little black ass Darren Collison into the basket, falls down on his face. He gets up. He may have been angry, but he was too little to do anything about it. Danny Granger trying to go to the basket. Look at the hop step spinning. All right, my mama said don't bring that in the house. Tyson Chandler with the block shot. Sets up this fast break bucket and the hoop in the arm. Gerald Green finishes it. Tyson Chandler ain't having that in the lane. Kyrie Irving been driving all through there like he's crazy. You ain't gonna just misuse us in here. But Paul Pierce is still silly. You know, Paul Pierce, I gotta get a new signature skill for Paul Pierce. It's just called silly as hell. Because that's how he's acting. Just silly as hell. Because he's hitting it all. Here we go on the fast break. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist with the slam. I like him. I wish I could have drafted him in the fantasy draft, but it didn't work out. We still up 38-33. Paul Pierce, fast break. No. Pass it to Gerald Griffin, and watch this. Did he just do a windmill? They showed it 3 times, so you know it was nice. They showed it, and then they put it in the super slow-mo. Made it look like the commercials in between the NBA games. Now look at this. Now this is a dunk baseline by Paul Pierce. Now I know y'all like Paul Pierce cannot dunk. Now that might be true today, but take a look at this. This is old school. Look at this old school Paul Pierce footage. This is a dunk contest from 1876. Well, it's not 1876, but it was a long time ago. But that's just to show you Paul Pierce can dunk. But see, you're getting a little out of hand. Paul, you had a double team. You got to pass it. You can't take the whole team. He threw up some garbage. But he's got so many points, we'll excuse it. Blake Griffin. Oh, you're getting double teamed. See, now they're trapping my stars. They're trapping my stars. And they are getting things out of it. This is at the end of the first half. Little black Darren Collison to the lane. Throws it up against everybody. That, I don't think I like that. Darren Collison looked like a black amphibian. But he made that shot. And we didn't get anything at the end of the first half. It's 42-41. We are up by 1 point on Halloween. It's scary to only be up by 1. I feel like we should be up by more. We're going into halftime. You check out this halftime report. Paul Pierce slapping and smacking. 23 points. But look at Kyrie Irving. He got 17. We got to do something about that. Blake got 6 points and 4 assists. So they want to double Paul on the perimeter. We're going to give him the ball inside. Look at this. He's a big, strong dude. He can score there. Blake Griffin pump fake. Down in the lane. You better hurry up and get a 3 seconds. He misses this shot. Grabs his own rebound. He's working hard. He's trying to put it up. He misses that one. Gets another rebound. Multiracial facial. That's what you get for fooling with Blake down here. And they done put him in color and put everybody else in sepia tone for a 26-inch vertical. You shouldn't show that for that. It should at least be 30 inches before you show it. You see 25 points for Paul Pierce, but he misses that. And this turns into a run out. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist slams it home. I told you I wish he was on. That actually gave them the lead. They on a run. And I ain't even realized it. Is that what's really going on? But look at Michael Conley says, stop that mess. Stop that mess. Stop that mess right now. Stop it. 49-47. We up. Paul Pierce is still in the corner. Still insane. Still stone cold out his mind. 30 points, 6 threes. And what is happening out here? On the fast break. Gives it up to Paul Pierce. In the lane. That was the ugliest shot ever created by any man. But it went in, so it's pretty to me. Paul Pierce, he having another tantrum. He's having another tantrum. And the Bulls are up by 9. And then he's throwing alley-oops to Blake Griffin. Look at this. Is Paul Pierce having a game? Or what? Blake Griffin now, he muscling people down. He just acting unruly in the paint. 2-hand slam in the face of the little fella. Who is this little guy? Now, that's Ivan Johnson. You better hurry up. Don't do that. Don't get real physical with Ivan. He might have a shank in his shorts. That's an easy bucket there. 66-57. Blake Griffin just doing work right now. He's just doing work. Look at this left hand layup. Blake's post moves aren't pretty. They just end up going in. It's like he just throw the ball at the basket as hard as he can when he's close to the basket, and just, good things happen. But I told you about Gerald Green in the last video as my 6th man. And this is what I was looking for. Look at this. 2 straight threes. And then in the corner, nope, still top of the key. 3 threes in this quarter for Gerald Green. Now he had the little windmill dunk, right? But he just went nuts completely. Just started really acting a fool. And then look at this pass from Michael Conley to Tyson Chandler. He puts the back scratcher on slam, but he didn't score worth nothing in this game. Actually, his defense wasn't all that good either. Gerald Green leaves the pass for Blake Griffin, and yeah, it's turned into a little bit of a dunk fest for my squad. Kyrie Irving, you are much too small. In the corner, Gerald Green, I believe this was about the backbreaker. It was, puts them up by 10. We go on for the victory. Blake Griffin actually gets the player of the game. As crazy as Paul Pierce was acting, he did get it. So you see here, 48% is too high for them to shoot, but that's what they shot. But we were 52% from three-point range. It's hard to beat a team that's going to be 50% from three-point range. So we take this first game 90-82. That'll do it. Y'all check out the next episode. Peace.